Hi, my name is Dave Martin, and here are 5 quick tips for surviving an AS9100 audit. And these tips also apply to ISO 9001 audits. First, the auditors are not the enemy. It's literally their job to get your company certified in AS9100 or ISO 9001. You're going to meet with them multiple times throughout the process in various different phases, and during each phase, they're going to try to help you get better and get certified. So listen to them, learn from them, and one mistake that I made, don't argue with them. One time I brought up, hey, in AS9100, you're not required to have all these different processes. Big mistake. Just listen. If they tell you that you need to write down a process in a certain area, just do it. Like the Boy Scouts, be prepared. When you show up to your audit, make sure that you have physical hard copies of all the relevant processes that you are going to be speaking about. And also, bring binders of your objective evidence. You have your different processes and you need to prove that you are following your processes. You can gather this information in advance. And included in those binders should be examples of how you are complying with every shall and will statement from your processes. Also, make sure that you have people on standby if there is a chance that they might be called into the audit to support you. Third, before the auditors show up, walk through your office. One thing that you want to do is get rid of any extraneous papers, especially around copiers and printers. For example, people might have printed out drawings or contracts or reports and then just left them there. Put those in the recycling bin or the shred bin. Also, make up a bunch of stamps with red ink that say "for reference only" that people can use to mark papers around their desks. And third, remove the booze. A lot of people like to have bottles of liquor or beer or champagne at their desks, especially in aerospace. And when we were going through an AS9100 audit, there are people who really fought us against taking that booze home. And we told them, look, it's just going to be for a week, then you can bring the booze back to the office. Personally, though, I don't really see why anyone really needs to have booze sitting around your cubicle. Fourth, you want to make sure that the entire company is prepared. So you want to brief them in advance. They should think about, what does quality mean to me? And they should be prepared to put that in their own terms. Also, they should know where they can find the processes that govern the work that they perform. They should also know what authorizes them to do the different tasks that they do during the day. For example, it might be emails from their boss. It might be authorized by verbal instructions. It might be authorized by work instructions. It might be authorized by some purchase orders. Whatever, they should know why they are doing the work that they are doing. And one phrase that they want to avoid, especially in front of the auditors, is, well, at my old company, we used to do things this way. Fifth, when you're sitting there in front of the auditors, learn how to just shut up. There will be long pauses, and you just want to sit there. You want to enjoy the silence and not just offer up unnecessary information. And I can tell you from personal experience, there are times when I'm sitting there and it's been like 10, 15 minutes and they haven't said anything, and I feel like I need to just interject some information, but I just force myself to keep my mouth clamped. And also, when the auditor asks you different questions, answer what is asked. Just the facts. Don't go rambling. Don't go into all these different side stories. Just answer the question that is asked. And finally, here's a bonus tip. When you're writing your processes, you want to include everything that's in the standard, but then you want to add some details and some specifics that are relevant to your company and how your company works. Also, there are 3 different kinds of verbs that you're going to use. There's shall, there's will, and there's can. And all the shalls that appear in the AS9100 process have to appear in the processes that you write. And the shall statements mean that you must do this. This is absolutely required. You will also have various different will statements, and will statements are things that you should do. And there are also going to be can verbs in your processes, and those are things that you might do. Just be aware that every shall statement that you write comes with dollar signs attached, and you must provide objective evidence to show that you are performing those different actions. So there you have it, 5 quick tips and 1 bonus tip. I hope this helps you and your organization out if you're going for AS9100 certification.